Hello and welcome to another Let's Play Pokemon TCG Online. I'm Daniel, one of the hosts on the Reasons I'm Broke podcast. You can find the rest of our shows right here at the bottom at nerdupmedia.com. Just head on over there. Otherwise, to subscribe for future Let's Plays and for the regular podcast that we do every week covering comics, movies, TV, video games, and more right here on YouTube. Just click on the subscribe button at the top right-hand corner of the screen. I've got a couple of packs already lined up for us to open at the end of the stream here, or the matches, the recording, whatever. The first opponent here is Xiao Dragon, it looks like. I didn't get a look at what type of deck they had, but we are going to run our regular Nerd Up Media deck, and it looks like we do get to go first. And we have no basics, and here we go with the second hand. We do get a Gengar, we do have a Litwick, Chandelier. All we need is that rare candy. We can get even more with the Pokemon Fan Club, as we do get to go first. Let's see if they have any other bench Pokemon they want to put down. And they start off with the Toxicroak EX. And it looks like they do have a weakness to us ×2. So let's go ahead and draw first. We'll get the Professor's Letter. I don't want to play the Stadium. Actually, we have two of them. Let's play one of them. So let's go ahead and do that. It does help them out, but it helps out our Gengar as well. So let's put out the Psychic Energy. What do we have here? We did play a Tierno, so let's get that right back. We can use that next turn. We can't attack on this turn, so it's their go. So they can go ahead and do the triple poison, which the active Pokemon is not poison, and they do 3 damage counters in between turns instead of just 2. So that is going to hurt us quite a bit, but we're going to get to switch out when we do the Dark Corridor attack. And it looks like they did attach a Pokemon tool. Let's see what it is here. There's the triple poison. Let's see what their tool does. Pokemon attached has no weakness, so it pretty much nullifies any kind of attack that we could have done for 120 damage this turn. So let's go ahead and draw 3, and we'll evolve into Lampent. We do want to get rid of this poisoning because we are taking 3 every single turn. So let's go ahead and put the... I'm going to save the double colorless for Chandelier. So let's go ahead and put one more onto Gengar. We'll do the Dark Corridor, poison them for 60 damage, put out Lampent. They're down to 100, and they're going to be down to 90 after this turn. Smash Uppercut does 80 damage to our Lampent, which will knock it out this turn, unfortunately. There it is. They get their prize. They're down to 90. We put out Gengar. Let's go ahead and get more basic Pokemon, because that's actually what we need right now. So let's get another Litwick and a Gengar. So there's the Gengar. There's the Litwick. And we'll put the special energy onto this Gengar, actually. That way we can retreat for free next turn. Dark Corridor again. And we'll put out this Gengar. They're down to 20 HP, so they pretty much need to get a basic Pokemon. Otherwise, they'll be done next turn. If we can get a rare candy, we'll pretty much be good with Litwick. Not going to bring him out this time. That way he doesn't get knocked out, and we can actually build up to the Chandelier. So it looks like they do end up attacking with the Sky Attack for 80. Looks like we'll just retreat for free. Dark Corridor, and that'll be the knockout and the win for our first victory. So it looks like our deck moved really quickly for us this time around, and we got lucky in which they didn't have any other basic Pokemon on their bench, and we did get a mystery prize. Let's see what it is. What is the bonus? A coin. Well, it's going to show us at the very end what the actual... Oh, it's cool, 75. So we got 76 coins this time for this game. That is great. That'll allow us to buy more packs. Alright, so our next opponent here is Liquidity. I think that's what it is. With the 1 in there. Alright, looks like they will probably go first. Nope, they chose for us to go first. That's fine. Fine with me. I always like to go first. We start off with a Gengar, pretty much set up for Chandelier and a bunch of energy cards. I do like their backings to their deck, the Psychic ones. I don't know how you can get them. I think they were older and you can't buy them anymore. But, there we go, 2 that time. But I'm sure in the future they'll come out with cooler ones. I've even seen the Gengar ones, which are awesome. So we'll put out the Gengar, we get a Litwick. So we'll rare candy that up next turn. In the meantime, we can't attack first, so we'll just feed, and it's their go. So let's see what the Kyurem does. Looks like they are running Plasma. Does 30 damage to one of the opponent's benched Pokemon, and Blizzard Burn does 120 and the Pokemon can't attack next turn. And they do have a couple of Deoxys EXs. Your Team Plasma's attack does 10 more damage to the active Pokemon. So they're running a Plasma deck, it looks like, exclusively, even with the Thundurus they just put down. They have the Muscle Band on Kyurem. It looks like they won't be able to attack this turn. Chorus Machine, so they get a Plasma. So this is a full Plasma deck. We haven't actually gone against too many of these while we've been recording on YouTube, but they can be pretty deadly. I've seen them at Pokemon League, and I have actually played against some of them when I wasn't recording, and they're pretty powerful. So let's see what the Plasma Ball. So they're going to search for a Team Plasma Pokemon, and it looks like they get a Zapdos EX. So they're very quickly building up their attacks and their benches and everything. And they were able to attack this first turn. So let's go ahead and get that Chandelier out there immediately, because it's going to be knocked out next turn. There we go. Litwick, you're good to go. You're a Chandelier now. Let's get that draw 3 right back. Okay, and we get to feed someone. We won't be able to do the Dark Order that I did want to do. So let's go ahead and put the energy onto Gengar. Let's do the Night Attack. And want to go after... Well, the only one they're building up is the Kyurem, so all 3 onto Kyurem. And hopefully next turn, if we survive this next attack, we'll be able to poison it, switch out with Chandelier, and then start attacking someone else. And of course, that Feigning Spell could always activate. If they had attached an energy to one of their benches instead, I probably would have gone to one of them, but it looks like Kyurem seems to be their focus until now. When they just attached the Deoxys, they have 160 HP on it. Scramble Machine, let's see, switch your active Pokemon to one of your bench. So there it comes, the Deoxys EX, with 2 energies on it now. So it can do the attack, which is Helix Force. So it's going to do... Wow, it's going to do 30 more for each energy attached, it looks like, attached to the defending Pokemon. So that's going to do quite a bit of damage. That should be able to knock out our Gengar EX, actually. Then we'll put out Chandelier and start building up the other Gengar at this point. And maybe they'll go for the Feigning Spell, and then we'd still have the Kyurem to deal with. But as you can see, this is a really, really tough deck we're going up against. It moves very quickly. It's got different energies that do more than just power up their Pokemon. So there it is, 10 damage left on Gengar. They've got 160 left on him. So Dimension Valley, that helps us out. And so in that case, I'm actually going to feed... Let's see, next turn we'll be knocked out. We'll be able to do the... Yeah, let's go ahead and feed the Gengar EX. Start building that up. And we'll go ahead and do the Dark Corridor for 120 damage, and they're poisoned. And we'll bring out Chandelier. So they're down to 30. And they'll have to do 100 damage to Chandelier to actually knock it out. So thankfully the Feigning Spell will hopefully not activate against the Deoxys, which only has 30. So there it is, the Lysander. They bring out the Gengar that only has 10 HP left, and they will be able to knock it out and get 2 prizes. So I think in that case I'm going to bring out the other Gengar and once again switch out with Chandelier, so hopefully go with the Feigning Spell. They bring out Kyurem, which has 100, which actually heals their Deoxys EX from the poisoning, and there's the Versus Seeker, so they're going to get that Lysander right back. I'm assuming that's what they're going to pick. That's what I would pick. They went with Professor Juniper, so they're going to get a brand new hand if they play that. So 70 damage, and they get 2 prizes, 30 onto Chandelier. So Chandelier is down to 70. We got to choose who we want to bring out. I'm going to go ahead and go with Gengar. That way we can poison this Kyurem. I could go for the knockout on the Deoxys. Let's draw 3 first. Do get some more Chandeliers. Let's get that draw 3 right back. Let's see. Well, I definitely want to... I might go for the knockout on Deoxys, actually. I'm very tempted to do that instead. Let's... Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and get our 2 prizes and go for the knockout. Night Attack. There it is. And we get 2 prizes. And we do get that special energy. Cool. So that was in my, I don't know how the game's going to turn out, but I do like that I got the mystery energy, so I can put that onto the Chandelier next turn. And we are asleep, and we're poisoned with the very commonly used Hypnotoxic Laser. That should be going out of rotation soon, so we won't be seeing too many of those in the format that we play, which is standard. Okay, so there goes our Mystery Energy as they play end. We're down to 4 cards. They're down to 4 as well. We do get 2 draw 3s, which is good, but that Mystery Energy is gone, which is unfortunate. So let's see. They're building up the Thunderous down there. And the Zapdos as well. 150 damage with the Blizzard Burn. Wow. Okay, and it looks like we do wake up. We're down to 10 HP. Let's go for the Great Ball. Let's see what we end up getting. We do get a Mega Gengar. We get a little Litwick. Let's go ahead and put Litwick down. Draw 3. There it is, Rare Candy and the Chandelier, so that we got lucky with that draw. And let's go ahead and start doing some damage onto this guy. So let's go ahead and feed the Gengar the regular energy card. And we'll do the Dark Corridor for 60 damage, poison it. We'll put out Chandelier. They're down to 30, and Chandelier could always retreat next turn. The attack, they can't attack during their next turn for 120, so they can still retreat and put out someone else, which would heal them from the poisoning. I'm assuming they're going to put out the Zapdos EX with the agility, but we'll see what they actually end up doing. They get a brand new hand. They could put down more basics. Frozen City, so they get rid of our Dimension Valley. Let's see what this does. Whenever any player attaches energy from his or her hand to his or her Pokemon, put damage counters on that Pokemon, except for Team Plasma Pokemon. So that works against us every single turn. So I'm hoping to get a Dimension Valley to get rid of that, because that is deadly. So they do end up retreating, and they put out the Thunderous EX, which currently has 1 energy on it, which would do 30, and they can still get an energy and attach it to one of their Pokemon as the effect of the attack. So I do have that double color. So there it is, 60 damage onto Chandelier. He's down to 10, and they get an energy, and they get to place it on one of theirs. So that kind of switches everything up. If I attach an energy, Chandelier is gone. So I'm hoping to get a Dimension Valley. I do not get it. I do get the Rock Guard, which is nice, but it's not going to help out too much. So there's Lampent. Let's go ahead and evolve. Actually, let's do a Rare Candy up into Chandelier. And, wow, this really hurts us, because if I attach, I'm knocked out. And Gengar's down to 10 as well. So no matter who I attach to, whether it's Chandelier or this Gengar, they're going to be knocked out. So I'm going to put the Rock Guard onto Chandelier. And that's really not much else I can do. I just got to hope for a Dimension Valley, and that's basically it. I do have to take this and put this onto this Chandelier and end our turn. We are stuck there. Hopefully the Fainting Spell activates and gets rid of the Thunderous, which has a full 160 HP, not something that we can get rid of right away. But the Fainting Spell, if we get a heads, would be great. So let's see, Fainting Spell activates, and we do not get it this time. It's alright, Chandelier, you've come through us many times in the past. And they're going to pick out their prize after the knockout. So we're going to go ahead and put out... who do we want to put out? We could put out Chandelier and start punishing the rest of their bench. Let's go ahead and do that. Chandelier goes out there, ready to go. Let's draw 3. Dimension Valley? Nope, no Dimension Valley. How many energies do we have? We do have plenty, so let's go ahead and get 2 of those back. And I know this is going to hurt us again, but got to do it for Chandelier. He's going to be the hero this time. So we're going to knock out the Kyurem, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put the rest onto, let's see, Lugia's got 160. Let's go for the one with the least amount of HP, so let's put the rest onto Zapdos. So there's the knockout. On the Kyurem, we get 1 prize. So we can pretty much just go after the Zapdos the rest of the time. Anytime that he does attack us, though, he's going to take 60 damage because of that Rock Guard, which is coming through for us at least. So they put out the Lugia EX, 120 damage, discarded an energy that is Plasma according to this one. And let's see, if they knock out if they get a Lysander, they knock out our Gengar, that'll be game, because the ability, they get an extra prize when they knock out one of our Pokemon. Fainting Spell, do we get it? We don't get it again. That's too bad. That is definitely game, unfortunately. So there's their prizes. They get 2. Gengar's left with 10 HP. Even with that Mega Gengar, even with the draw 3, put down the Litwicks, it doesn't really matter. That is basically game, unfortunately, Brocats. Just do the Night Attack onto Zapdos, and they'll finish this off with 10 HP. Because even if I attached an energy to do the Dark Corridor, that would have knocked us out. So there it is. Defeats. It's alright. You guys got to see a Plasma deck when it works at its fullest. And we didn't do too bad. We were able to take 3 prizes. And we still got some coins out of it. Awesome. Very good deck. And let's jump into probably one more. Let's see how my time is. We'll see how this one game goes. If it goes by quickly, we'll be able to fit yet another. But looks like next we're going to play a Psychic and the Grass deck. Our opponent is Raphael O'Tone. And we do get the tails. We get to go first. No basics this time. And our new hand, we do get a Litwick. Alright, so we're just waiting on them at this point. Don't fight too many of the grass decks, so this will be interesting to see how this one in particular works. Alright, and that should be our turn next. Alright, wow, so they start off with Mewtwo, they start with Venusaur, they've got a really good hand. We've got the Dimension Valley, we've got the Professor's Letter, so we do get some more energies. If we can't attack this turn, we'll get our draw 3 right back. Let's see. I should have gone with the Pokemon Fan Club to get some more basics, but we can't attack at the moment anyway, so we'll just go ahead and I guess we'll just feed the Litwick and end our turn. Can they knock us out this turn? The opponent can retreat during your opponent's next turn. That's 20 damage, so they won't be able to this time. And they do discard an energy attached to Litwick, and that's basically it. Alright, so I won't make the same mistake this time. I'm actually going to get some basic Pokemons with the Pokemon Fan Club. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's get a Gengar. Let's get a Litwick as well, since we do have that rare candy in case this Litwick is knocked out. There it is. Mega Gengar Spirit Link. Let's do the Dimension Valley. That way we can at least attack this turn. See what's going on here. Won't let us attack, it looks like. Okay, because it does one less colorless because of Dimension. Alright, so that's basically it. And hopefully we get a Chandelier next turn. Either way, they can't attack us unless they get a Grass Energy card, which is exactly what they're getting with the Professor's Letter. I love that Venusaur card. Bulbasaur is my favorite Pokemon of all time, and this is probably my favorite Venusaur card of all time. Like, that full art card looks amazing. It's part of the X and Y set. Not much that I've gotten from that set because I don't play grass or any of the other types. But it is something that I would probably try to track down in the future. Alright, do we get a Chandelier? And we do. Cool. We do get a Great Ball, so we'll get another Gengar. Put him down. Another Litwick. Let's go ahead and rare candy up into Chandelier. We'll confirm that. Awesome. And let's go ahead and feed an energy onto Chandelier. And since we can't attack this turn, might as well Mega Evolve one of our Gengars. Let's do that onto this one. Cool. Let's see what attacks we can use on their end with the Gengar. We can do Side Drive. We can do the X-Ball, which is very popular. Their Venusaur healed 30 damage from this Pokemon with the Jungle Hammer. That's really awesome. And the Tangrowth does 10 damage for each colorless. Alright, so they do 20 damage again, does 90. Doesn't let us retreat, but now we can actually start punishing their bench. So let's do the Curse Drop, and we'll put all 6 onto... Let's go after their... They're not really building up anyone else, so let's go after their Mewtwo. All 6 onto Mewtwo. So that Mewtwo's down to 110, and we're still down to 90. We always have that Fainting Spell that we can activate. And of course, the Mega Gengar right down here, ready to go. Feed one more energy and he'll be fine. They play Shauna, they get a brand new hand or 5 more cards. They can actually attack us now. They have that Rock Guard down, so that does prevent us. You've all seen that card before. It does 110 damage to the Chandelier, which will be the knockout. Does Fainting Spell activate this game? It does not. 50-50 chance. Let's go ahead and put out... I do want to keep going after the Mewtwo. But... the Mega Gengar here. Let's go with Mega Gengar and actually start punishing the main card. And since they played a Rock Guard, we'll play a Rock Guard right back. See how many energies do we have. We've got 2. Let's get those right back. There we go. And we'll do the Phantom Gate. So what do we want to do? We've got our choice of cards. They're down to 180 HP. If we do the X-Ball, does 20 damage times the number of energies attached to this Pokemon and the defending. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which would do a lot. 120, discard an energy. Nope. Grassland does 10 more damage for each colorless in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. 8, 9, 10, 11. So that'd do 110. Let's go for the X-Ball for now. And then next turn maybe we'll heal up. So they're down to 80. We're down to 160 because of that Rock Guard. And if they attack us, they will be down to 20. And we'll be able to heal up either way. So there goes one of our energy cards. 130 damage onto the Mega Gengar. They're down to 20, we're down to 30. So if we attack them, we'll be knocked out. So now we've got to make some decisions here. Because if we do... Let's see what this is. 30 damage from this Pokemon, that still wouldn't help us out any. Do any of these actually do something from onto someone else? I guess I'll bring him down with me. I mean, that's really what they're going to be playing, and that's what I'll be playing. So let's go ahead and actually start feeding a different Pokemon. That way, they'll bring out someone fresh, and next turn we'll have this Gengar ready to go. So let's feed this Gengar, and let's just end our turn. When they attack us, we'll both be knocked out. We'll both get 2 prizes, and let's see who they bring out for this Gengar to go after. Ooh, so they go with Lysander. They bring out the Gengar we were just building up, so that's going to do 150 to Gengar EX. So he's down to 20 now. We've got the Dimension Valley still working for us, but that does not help us out any. Let's see. If we knock it out, we'll be knocked out. Same exact deal. It's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and retreat for free. Bring out the Mega Gengar again and end our turn. I mean, they did have to use a Lysander to do that, so that's one less of those that we'll have to worry about, but looks like they're going to get that Lysander right back, and they'll go ahead and do the same exact thing for the Gengar and go for the knockout. So that'll get them 2 prizes, and we'll just have the Gengar going after us. I think at this point I should have gone after the Trevenant EX because that did not work out in our favor at all. Down to 30, we'll put out the Lampent. And hopefully they have no more Lysanders. I'm still going to continue waiting because I've got nothing on my bench that can actually hurt this guy. So let's end our turn. Looks like they'll be bringing out the Venusaur next. Ooh. This is not good. They don't end up attacking, they'll just hold off, so that buys us a little bit of time. Get that draw 3 right back. Oh, actually, let's go with the Charon. There it is. Let's build up this Gengar here. We'll save the double colorless energy, and we'll end our turn. Maybe they'll play another Lysander and go after this Gengar next. So they put out the Trevenant EX. It's another one. It's just the regular form of it instead of the full art. They pull out the Venusaur EX. Gorgeous card. I love that card. They're going to do 90 damage. They're going to take 60. And they get 2 prizes. So let's put out Gengar. Let's see. Let's hope for a Chandelier. There it is, we got it. Cool. We'll evolve that, do a Great Ball, get another Litwick. And let's go ahead and punish this Venusaur EX. With the Dark Corridor, the 60 damage poisons them. We'll pull out the Chandelier. So they're down to 50. If they can knock out Chandelier, that'll be game regardless. So it's not. This is not even a close match. There's the Hypnotoxic Laser. Let's hope we're not asleep. And we are not, but we are poisoned. If we get a special energy, we'll retreat out the Chandelier, heal him, and put him back out. 90 damage onto Chandelier. and they heal 30. We're down to 30 ourselves. Let's see, no Pokemon there. Let's do Sean and try to get a Mystery Energy. We do get it. Alright, awesome. Let's do that. Retreat for free, put out the Gengar, do the Dark Corridor for the knockout, and put out Chandelier again. There's like 2 prizes. But once they knock out Chandelier, that'll be game regardless. Because they're down to 30, even if I put out the Litwick, that's only 50 HP. They bring out the Mewtwo EX instead. There's a double colorless energy, and there's going to be the knockout right there. 80 damage, even with the Feigning Spell, if that activates. It does. It doesn't really matter. 2 prizes and 1 on theirs. That's interesting, though, because we did just learn now that the Feigning Spell actually activates, and we get our prizes before the opponent does. So that's pretty cool. In case, for some reason, we had only 2 left and they had 1 and we put out the Chandelier, we still could have had a chance to win that one. This is a great game, Raphael Otone. Let's do one more before we open up a couple of packs. So this will be a slightly longer Let's Play. I want to once again thank you all for tuning in and watching. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking the Reasons I'm Broke logo at the top right-hand corner. And check out the rest of the shows on nerdupmedia.com. So we're going up against a fairy deck. They chose not to go first. We'll go first. We do have some basics. We start off with the Gengar, and that is it. Let's see what we end up drawing on our first turn. Alright, there we go. So it looks like they start off with a Florges EX. Alright, let's go ahead and let's feed this Gengar, and that's all we can do. We don't have any supporter cards, unfortunately, so that will be it. They've got the Swirlix at the very bottom here. So it looks like they're going to build up their bench. I think that's what it does. Okay, so yeah, they search their deck for a supporter card. Really good attack. Let's put out the Dimension Valley and actually poison this Pokemon here. Dark Corridor for 60 damage. They're poisoned. Since we can't retreat, the Gengar just stays out there. So they're down to 90, and they'll be down to 80 right after this. Let's see what their attack actually does. Bright Garden does 20 damage times the number of Grass and Fairy you have in play. So it's not going to do too much to us this time. They play the Fairy Garden, which I believe gives them a free retreat cost. Yep. And they played the Pokemon Center Lady, which healed them 60 and got rid of the poisoning. They get another Pokemon Center Lady right back. So it looks like they're buying themselves some time to try to get some more Pokemon out there. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and let's keep the pressure on. Let's make them use that Pokemon Center Lady. So I don't want to use this, unfortunately, but I think I have to. So let's put that Mr. Energy onto him. Do the 60 damage, poison them, and it'll flip out with the Gengar we have on our bench. So they should use that Pokemon Center Lady again, so that's 2 that they've had to use at this point. That's fine with me if we use it earlier in the game. That works out, and our opponent is actually DNA Dan 2. Looks like they put out the Xerneas. Would like to get another Mystery Energy next turn, but we'll see what happens. So there it is, 60 damage with the Bright Garden. It's going to do more as they get more and more Fairy types and more Grass types onto their bench. Awesome. This actually worked out. We get the Mystery Energy, retreat for free onto this Gengar, and we'll do another Dark Corridor for 60 damage and they're poisoned. Bring out the other Gengar again, so they're down to 70. We should be able to do the knockout next turn, and it looks like they don't have anything built up at the bench yet. They do get that free retreat cost, though, so that if I were them, that's exactly what I would do. Switch it out with a different Pokemon, just to keep me from knocking out the Florges EX. Alright, so they go with the Spritzy and the Gardevoir EX, which they put right down. We've gone against a couple of these before. It's just a matter of will they choose to retreat, or will they go for the attack, and then we can go for the knockout next turn. If I were them, I would go for the retreat and... Okay, so they get the Super Potion that actually buys them even more time. And they're going to go ahead and build up their bench some more. They're going to search for a supporter card. And we'll be able to attack them again next turn and do the exact same thing. Well, this is kind of stalling, and it does give them a chance to build up. It does give us a chance as well. So let's go ahead and get some more energy cards. We do get a Lysander, which I'm very tempted to use on one of these other Pokemon down here, just so that they don't keep using their build-up on everything that they have. So let's get the draw 3 right back. But I am going to save the Lysander for now, and we'll go ahead and let's go ahead and retreat for free so we can attack. I'm tempted to attach an energy, but I don't want to use it up on. That's fine, we'll use it just in case we have to attack for some reason next turn. So Dark Corridor for 60. They're poisoned again, they're down to 50. I know they're going to use that Pokemon Center Lady, but that's just, what is that, 3 that they would have used at this point. Let's look at their discard pile. So they got 1, 2, and then the third one that's in their hand. You can only have 4 in a deck. So there it is, there's the third one that they've had to use. Completely fine with me, keep using them. Gardevoir, Spirit Link, so that's who they're going after. That's what they're going to try to build up. And they're going to go ahead and get another supporter card. It looks like maybe they'll go for another Pokemon Center Lady, who knows. Maybe this is actually a part of their strategies to try to get out that Gardevoir, Mega Gardevoir. So they go for the Pokemon Fan Club. It's our go. So we'll draw 3. Any basics? Yes, we finally get the Litwick. We can evolve it next turn. Let's get the Professor's Letter. Get 2 more energy cards. So we're down to 31 cards in our deck. With more of a chance to get other Pokemon like Litwick or Chandelier. So I don't want to use Lysander yet. Well, we can't this turn anyway, but let's go ahead and do what we have been doing. Mystery Energy onto the Litwick, retreat for free, Gengar, and do the Dark Corridor for 60. We'll put out the other Gengar, and they're down to 40, and they're still poisoned. In the meantime, they're down to 35 cards. They're going to search for, looks like another basic Pokemon here. Let's see who they end up getting. So they go with the Xerneas. Can they attack with 2? Yep, there it is, 120 damage with the Bright Garden. So because they have so many fairy types on their bench, they can actually do quite a bit of damage to us. So it should be the knockout on Gengar. We'll put out the other Gengar, so they're down to 30 HP, so we should be able to knock it out. So let's go ahead and draw 3. We do get the Chandelier, awesome. So let's put out Chandelier with the Rare Candy. And we'll actually feed that same Chandelier the double colorless energy. And we'll do the Dark Corridor for the knockout. And we'll put out Chandelier, and we do get 2 prizes as well. So we're tied at 4 prizes each. The only difference here is it looks like our cards, although we only have 2 Pokemon at the time, they are built up and ready to attack. So they go with the Xerneas, which can't really do anything to us at this point. So I'm actually going to go straight after their Gardevoir EX with Chandelier and their Curse Drop and put all 6 damage counters onto the Gardevoir EX. Because I don't want to go up against that Mega Gardevoir, which it looks like that's what they're going after. So they go with the teammates. They search for up to 2 cards, put them into their hand. We don't get to see what they are. But I'm assuming one of them is going to be that Mega Gardevoir. We'll know once they actually put it out. I would like to get a Dimension Valley just so they don't get that free retreat cost. There it is, the Mega Gardevoir EX. If they attach, they can go ahead and retreat, but looks like they end up going with the Hypnotoxic Laser. They don't get it, so we're poisoned, but we're not asleep. And they end up feeding the Xerneas. If they retreat with the Mega Gardevoir, then okay, so they end up just doing the regular attack, where they choose 2 bench Pokemon, and they pretty much build it up, so that's what they're going for with the Gardevoir EX. Although I'm poisoned, I'm not going to go ahead and retreat yet. Although I'm going to drag out that... Oh, I can't even drag it out, though, because they can still retreat for free. Draw 3, do we get Dimension Valley? We do not. If we got the Dimension Valley, then I definitely would have gone after it, but at this point, it looks like I really can't. So next turn we'll be able to evolve into Lampent. We can still feed one of these cards. Let's go ahead and do that first. So let's put an energy onto this Gengar right here. And let's do the Curse Drop. All 6 onto the Mega Gardevoir. So the Mega Gardevoir is down to 150. I could have knocked out the Spritzee or the Swirlix, but I'm more worried about the Gardevoir that's down there. If they drag it out and they try to knock out our Chandelier, hopefully the Feigning Spell works. If I had another Chandelier on the bench, that's probably what I would have gone with instead and actually knocked out one of these basic Pokemons on the end, but looks like I won't be doing that. And their Mega Gardevoir is good to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and Draw 3. We do get the Rock Guard. That's really useful, actually. I think I'll save that. Let's go ahead and feed one of these other cards. Let's feed the Gengar EX. And let's go for the knockout on the Spritzy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's knocked out. And 1 on the Mega Gardevoir. So that's another prize we get right off the bat. If I go for the knockout on Swirlix, we'll be down to 2. And then if we can just knock out this Mega Gardevoir, that'll be game. So at this point, I'm almost putting on some pressure for them to actually put out the Mega Gardevoir so they can actually go for the knockout on Chandelier. Let's see if they actually go for it. They play Teammates, so they're going to search for 2 cards in their deck. I don't see a lot of these played, and it's actually a really good card. I should probably put one on in my deck, but I like the draw 3s much better. Oh, so this is the ability. Each of your Pokemon that has any fairy energies attached to it can't be affected by any special conditions. So stuff like the Gengar won't be able to do anything, any poisoning to it at least. So it looks like they will go for the Rainbow Spear for the 100 damage. There it is. Let's see if Fainting Spell actually activates. Did we get it? Yes, we do. Awesome. So we get a prize, they get a prize. Let's see who they put out. If they put out the Gardevoir, we can start doing some damage, 60 damage every turn. I'm assuming they're going to go for the Xerneas. Yep, they put out the Xerneas. Let's put out Gengar. I would like to get another. There it is, the Chandelier. So let's go ahead and do the rare candy into the Chandelier on one of our Litwicks down here. Let's confirm that. There we go. Let's put the Rock Guard on that same Chandelier. And let's see, Gardevoir EX has 140, so we got the Spritzy, and we've got a free retreat cost. What do we want to do? Let's put this onto the Chandelier. Next turn we'll be able to do some more damage. We're down to 18 cards in our deck. I think I'm okay on drawing 3, so I'm going to hold off. Let's do energy retrieval. How many energies do we have? We just have 1, so we'll hold off. Alright, so let's go ahead and do 60 damage with the Dark Corridor. They're not poisoned, but we're going to put out the Chandelier. They're down to 70, and the next turn we'll be able to, once again, punish their bench. We won't be able to get a one-hit knockout. The Aromatisse, as often as you like, they may move any fairy energies to one of their Pokemon into someone else. So at this point, I'm just going to go, since they already have 90 HP and 90 on Slurpuff, 70 on Xerneas, I'm going to go straight after this Gardevoir and just put all of my damage onto that Gardevoir with the Chandelier. Let's see if they end up retreating and putting out that Mega Gardevoir. We got 2 more energies. They're down to 19 cards. We're down to 18. So it looks like they're going for the Geomancy. Alright. So here we go. Dimension Valley. No free retreat cost for them anymore. Don't want to get... Let's see. Let's go ahead and try to evolve. We don't get that. So it looks like the Lampent may be in our prizes. In the meantime, double colorless onto Chandelier, Curse Drop. All of them onto the Xerneas. Or, I'm sorry, the Mega Gardevoir EX. So that Gardevoir is down to 80. So 2 more attacks will be able to knock it out. I am tempted to put 1 onto the Xerneas just in case they do attack the Chandelier. Then they'll be knocked out because of the Rock Guard. What was this? Let's see. I've never seen that one before. Let's see it. Choose a Pokemon tool or special energy attached to a Pokemon in play and discard it. So they went with the special energy. You do 100 damage to the Chandelier. They're down to 10. We're down to 30. So that pretty much tells me I'm going to knock out this Xerneas next turn regardless. So let's do that. So let's go ahead and feed the Chandelier that's right here. And I don't want to play that Lysander quite yet. They end up conceding the match. Alright, that's too bad. I really wanted to play this out again. Hate when that happens. But we got the victory. We ended on a win. We do get 10 coins. And we're going to get 11 for winning. Alright, done. Let's go ahead and open up some packs. That was getting pretty intense. But I would have gone into after the Gardevoir and hopefully gotten the 2 prizes right after that. So let's go into collection and open up some packs. There they are. We got another Plasma Storm because I'm still trying to get that ultra rare, that secret rare candy with the gold border on it. Let's see what we get. Alright, so we got the Clink, the Joltik, very different than the one that normally people play as. A Ralts, Magneton, and the Crobat. It's one of the Plasma Storm ones. All right, let's go ahead and open up one of these bonus packs that I got after one of the mystery prizes. They give you like basically a random booster pack. So we got a Fury's Fists one. Let's see what we get. All right, Torchic, Drowsy. Let's see, the Plusle. And, oh, there we go. Strong Energy. If I ever make a strong deck, one of the fighting types, that'll definitely go in the deck. We got the Mountain Ring, and there's the Licky, one of my favorite Pokemon in the actual game, in the video game. I always like to use Explosion on that one. If I was going to lose, just take everyone out with me. That was a lot of fun. All right, last one. All right, Magmar. That is another one of my favorite Pokemon to use in the video game. I like Magmar, I like Electabuzz, and their evolved forms actually look really cool. All right, awesome. So thanks a lot, Brokettes. Thanks for watching the Let's Play Pokemon TCG online today. Don't forget to subscribe and visit the rest of our Nerd Up Media Network shows. If you want to support the show or the rest of our shows, just go to nerdupmedia.com/shop. Check out one of the many shirts we have on there. They come in various sizes, including extra small all the way to XXL, and both men's and women's. All kinds of colors, red, blue, gray, and brand new pink actually is on there too. So definitely check that out. Once again, it's nerdupmedia.com/shop. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.